What's good, people? Back again. You already know the deal. If you are subbed to my channel, if not, then you don't know and you're brand new. But there has been many things happening, so much so I probably should have made a video on some and talked about some, but other people do that too. But yeah, it's been so much happening, from Ray Rice and getting jerked twice by the NFL, and white women's groups coming out crying about it, then black women following suit. And now, those same white women are dressing their children up as Ray Rice for Halloween and having them carry around black Barbie dolls with black eyes and shit. Because obviously it's funny to make fun and fun to make funny of black domestic violence. Even though you were just mad that Ray Rice wasn't indefinitely suspended from the NFL not too long ago, even though in February he already came out and admitted to it, and his wife said, hey, look, I have some culpability in it too. But white people for you, right? And I know before you get all, it's not me. Well, if it isn't you, let it roll off your fucking shoulder. I'm not in the disclaimers and shit, because if you get offended, obviously you probably feel some type of way because you're riding the field train, and you probably got off at one stop and did some racist shit and then hopped back on the bus and was ready to feel at any given moment when someone like me said, hey, white people. But anyway, then you had the Ferguson, still a boiling pot. Ooh, damn, excuse me, shit, that rocked the whole motherfucking table. But yeah, people in Ferguson still marching, protesting, shutting stuff down. I don't know, because at this point it's like, yeah, you can put your hands up and say don't shoot all you want, they still shooting your black ass. And yeah, and not too long ago you had the Cardinals and the Cardinal fans doing their usual racist stick and wearing Darren Wilson jerseys. And it's funny because it kind of leads into like group, like how group economics works, because a white guy can kill a black person or somebody they deem as white, aka George Zimmerman, and when it's convenient, it can deem as white, and white people will gather together and send them thousands of dollars for their legal defense fund, whatever. And when black people go, hey, maybe we should practice some group economics, and not even to support a murderer, nah, just to be like, hey, we need some hands bouncing other black hands at least 3 times before see somebody else's hands, and you get called reverse racist. You get coons that go, it's not it's really a class issue. It's not about race, and you get all kind of obstacles. But white people never seem to have to face those obstacles. It's just interesting and funny how that works out. But anyway, you had that. Then you had the highway cop beat the black woman in the face. I think he got fired. Something actually did happen to him. And that white guy that opened the door and said he feared for his life because Rakisha McBride somehow threatened his life and whatnot. And he actually got sent to jail, which is a surprise. And then the murder of Jordan Davis, he got put away. Well, is gonna get put away, which is also surprising. And of course, just like Trayvon's parents, Jordan's mom came out with some dumb coon shit. I forgive him. Yeah, he basically talked shit about black people. Said your son was a threat because he played some music he didn't like. Because that mean I should be able to go around shooting motherfuckers that play Kenny Chesney. But he said all that shit, and you forgive him because God. Maybe it's just me, but it can't just be me to notice that. Why is that black people are the only people that, I don't know, anywhere will use their religion to justify their own, bad happenstances? Like, somebody come up and murder one of their family members, and they'll go, well, Jesus said. While you had motherfucking KKK members talking about, well, Jesus said fuck all niggas. Like, I don't understand that. Like one motherfucker smack you upside the head and quoting verses that say, look, the Lord says smite the non this that and the other, and then you have fucking idiots on the black side going, well, you gotta forgive everybody because thou shalt not judge, when motherfuckers in the Bible was getting turned assault and judged back to back to back and shit. Motherfuckers was getting judged because they ate a cleft foot fucking animal or what, cleft lip, whatever. But that's a whole nother fucking topic. So many things have fucking happened lately. The recent one is the whole already put to bed fucking phone. The already put to bed rumor of Russell Wilson not being black enough. Well, do you think he black enough or not? That is that's whatever. That's for another time, whether you think if he's black enough or not. But it was said that his own teammates said this about him. Well, they asked the teammates, they asked Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson don't know what the fuck they talking about. The teammates said, look, ain't shit like that going down. Maybe when the whole thing of Percy Harvin was there, maybe Percy Harvin said it. I don't know, and I'm not going to say he did because nobody knows. Unless you're in the fucking locker room, nobody knows. Unless there was a witness with some good corroborating testimony, nobody fucking knows. It's just another reporter trying to start up some bullshit. Then, of course, since it was negative press about black men in the media, you had the Coons to chime in, aka Charles Barkley, saying that black people, telling his white friends, now he said it himself, I tell my white friends. See, that's one you already fucked up. You told about black people to white people, for what? But then he goes on to explain, well, I tell my white friends that, hey, black people don't get ahead, not because of you, because racism, white supremacy don't exist, and there's no such thing as institutional racism either. That is just, that never happens. It's black people calling each other nigger and sagging their pants and, being jealous is actually hold black people back, because honestly, I've never had another black person deny me a job or then smile in my face and say, it was a good interview. Never actually had another black person, drive by me in the cab, or never had to turn on TV and had another black person be the head of a company that constantly showed me negative images of myself. Never. I just that has not happened to me. Like I don't know any black person that controls all area people's activity. Because if simply hating on somebody or being jealous was holding black people back, and then I would say that applies across the board, and white people shouldn't be controlling 90% of anything right now. I'm just saying, and Asians, those motherfuckers had hella fucking civil wars in their own country, and they really shouldn't be the next biggest thing in the economics right now. I'm just saying. But of course, then of course you got black people that agree with them because another black person came along and said, I don't like you, nigga. Because obviously that stopped them from talking proper English and being book smart in school, which I've never had another black person actually stop me from articulating words. Now, I've had black people say, you sound kind of white. But that didn't actually stop me from doing anything. When I would, repeat the words of like "In the End" by Linkin Park, and I've had black people go, why you listen to that stuff? That sounds kind of white. That didn't actually stop me from doing anything. But of course, then that's the big thing right now, which that's what I really wanted to talk about. But it's so many things happening. Maybe because it's towards the new year and it's getting cold outside, so everybody's sitting in more online and talking with each other. And I noticed I've gotten a couple trolls and stuff on my channel miraculously, even though I haven't been putting up actually any videos in a long time. Maybe just me from commenting on other videos. That's probably it. That's probably a good way to attract some trolls, when you say some shit that some people think is nice and others don't. But yeah, I don't know what's been going on with you guys. How have you been? I know, I've seen a couple new subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing. If you're not trolls, which I don't know, I want to say you probably are from the recent activity I've seen. But why be a pessimist all the time, or I'll be a realist all the time. I can certainly live in a fairy tale land every once in a while. But yeah, and my opinion on this whole not black enough thing is this: the conversation is old as fuck. It shouldn't even been brought back up. At least not by Charles Barkley and Stephen A. Fetchit Smith to come and try to add his 2 cents in, because we already seen his ass get punked by fucking white women at ESPN because one of them got mad at what he said because they thought he was blaming women for, being involved in DV cases. Even though the one time he said some smart shit, it backfired on his ass, and he was profusely, he couldn't even fucking make a video of himself. He just had to put a picture up and the audio in the background, and they suspended his ass for 2 fucking weeks. But of course, he knows he can't say shit about that may get white women mad, but he can definitely talk about black people, because black people ain't gonna do shit, because half of them gonna agree with some dumb shit he say, the other half gonna be like, fuck that nigga, and the quarter that's left is cognitive dissonance, apathetic, either way. But yeah, I should make some more videos. It was nice being there, say that stuff. But yeah, and stop that shit. There's no point of bringing up that "are you black enough" conversation, because honestly, I don't care if you light skinned or like damn near tall. When you walk outside and you come across a racist white person, or you come across some of these non-black people that like throwing black people underneath the bus, you still a nigga to them. Whether you think you're a nigger or not, whether you answer to the word nigger or not, you still a nigga to them. That's it. That is the end all be all. You still are what they perceive you as. So that whole, black people hold each other back because they say you hate it. No, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Ain't no other black person actually ever fucking hold you back, because if that was the case, it'd be a lot of motherfuckers dead right now for reading the textbook in class. Like, the other black people can say, "Oh, your children talk white all they want," or you go, "Oh, well, you sound white." That's not actually fucking holding somebody back. Words laced with feelings don't hold people back. Actions hold people back. Now, if I say I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face and stop you from eating ice cream, then I punch you in the face and you drop your fucking ice cream. No, that was actually an action of holding you back from doing something, thus eating ice cream. Now, if I just say it and I'll fucking walk away, that's not holding you back. Please understand, actions and words that get said and followed by action. That's important. Not because somebody may be hating or whatever, and it's sorry. Bill Cosby doesn't need a bunch of clones, even though Charles Barkley's running for Bill Cosby's replacement, because Bill Cosby got called out for his rapist tendencies. But I don't know what the fuck happened to Bill, because he was old, give me the box, the jello, years ago when he had the Cosby Show. Then he just started. Then I think after his son got killed by some Russians, he just started hating black people. I don't know, but it's been real. Peace. Yeah.